This is the 2KMC, and my juices are flowing because it's time for your State Farm Assist of the Month. You submitted your favorite passes, and now it's time to choose the best. First up, we have Lifeless Reject getting... Wait! Oh man, gotta have a little more respect for yourself. Where a long-range bounce pass plus a crazy catch equals game over. I still don't know what's better. The pass, the catch, the finish, or my face. Moving on to the wreck, we've got Coop Existential. A full court pass leads to a no-look alley-oop, which leads to full clearance of the defender. How's that for a fast break? It's actually really good. I didn't need to ask that question. Next up, it's Fire Style 7 in the playground. To end the game, throws the dime for the dunk from half court. Talk about a fancy finish. And finally, let's go to Eric X06141028 in the rack. What's good, kid? Pushes the ball down the court and throws it off the backboard to himself. The most selfish assist of all time. And I loved every second of it. Now, vote for your State Farm Assist of the Month. And if you want your highlights to be featured in an episode, then submit them to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. This is the 2KMC, and I'll see you next week when I'll have more top plays to share. Maybe some feelings, too. Who knows?
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. Hey, Dave.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." And Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Bogdanovich.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hasn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got James Johnson. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys started to get nights off.
Taken away. Conley against Beasley. Pass to Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Off target from outside. Conley against Russell. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Beasley, tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. Feeds to Bogdanovich. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Mitchell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything in between.
Here's Okogie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside, Russell. Stolen by Michael Conley. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
Passes it to Towns. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
It's good from long range.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Outside, Towns. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Russell against Conley. Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. Now, here's Ingles. He's tightly guarded, and his first shot of the game, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the pass to Okogie. To the paint. Gobert against Towns. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
So he gets them both.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Here's Okogie. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Conley surveying the D. Outside, Bogdanovich. Four on the clock. Conley with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Johnson with it. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Here's Okogie. Ingles covering. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Beasley against Mitchell. Fires for three, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Beasley. That's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Here's Beasley, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Towns. Conley against Russell. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Mitchell passes to Conley. It's stolen by Johnson. 4-on-3 break. For three, Beasley. Here's Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 10.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. On defense, the Timberwolves leading by 5. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Russell kicks to Beasley. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
And here is Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Gobert, the pass to Clarkson. It's deflected. Here's Okogie, covered by Mitchell from 15 feet away. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grab it for air.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Got a piece of it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. A rebound by Johnson. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Okogie. Back to Johnson. Count that bucket.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Now, here is Russell. Another key contributor to that nice win against Phoenix. Towns with the bucket. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, two-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Gobert, an easy 2 points on the layup.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
A different look for Utah. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's George Niang in for Donovan Mitchell. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for James Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Here's Clarkson after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Bradley dishes to Moutier. Passes to Niang. Bradley kicks to Clarkson. Nice D from Russell.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The pass to Spellman. Over in the corner. Over Davis. Culver's shot is off. Jazz trail by 9. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Russell, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Moutier, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Turner passes to Russell. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And the shot is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Suns.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Pass to Layman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. 58 seconds left to play in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Culver after Ed Davis's score. Now Culver, 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Spellman, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Moutier. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Clarkson, the basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Russell looking around. To the left side wing. A shot by Culver, nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing, but I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about, winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Layman is out there with Evan Turner. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Culver. And it's Spellman in at the center position. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Russell against Moutier. Passes it to Spellman. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Spellman's got his first basket. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bradley can't get it to go.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Davis in the corner. There's the pass to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Turner. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Russell against Clarkson. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Turner finds Russell. Back to Turner. Fires the 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Niang. Turner covering. Niang, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game to start a 3-game homestand with that game. The shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
For Minnesota, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. So Utah ends up going with a new group. Minnesota also making some changes. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Jake Layman. Okogie comes in for Turner. And it's Beasley in for D'Angelo Russell. Jazz trail by 13. Conley, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. That one doesn't go. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Okogie. Pass to Culver. That's tipped. Conley into the lane. Makes it off the glass.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Now, here's Culver. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Beasley outside. Doesn't go that time. And it's Utah the other way. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Mike Conley.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Towns. A D by Bogdanovich.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
A nice shot by Culver.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Beasley with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 11. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, three-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. Do you ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
From deep, Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
You see the practice time Ingles has put in, completely in rhythm. No problem with that shot.
Beasley outside. Passes it to Johnson. Over Bogdanovich. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ingles can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7, and the pass to Okogie. Culver with it, kicks it out to Johnson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Beasley against Mitchell. Downs down low. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Conley dishes to Gobert. That one goes. Count it. And now it's only a 5-point Minnesota lead.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Pass to Towns. Gobert with the block. Mitchell outside. The 3. Utah gets it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella. Well, if you ask Rudy Gobert, he's not focused on his individual matchup. His job is to anchor the entire defense. For him, it is a team game.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor, not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
And he's good on the second.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert. Comfortable doing a little of everything now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Putting up about 24 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Towns kicks to Culver. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Minnesota with the ball. And here's Culver. He's got 5. Okogie. Gobert with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
With the floater, and Conley lays it in. Conley's got 8.
And that's Conley's specialty, the floater deflating the defense right there.
Now, here's Culver. Over by Conley. Here's Towns. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Steady at the defensive end. Who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kyle Lowry's one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
The first free throw is good.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Conley. He's got 8. Pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell with it. Six to shoot. Now Ingles. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Mitchell in the corner. Outside Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Lets it fly. The Jazz again can't hit it. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Beasley. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Bogdanovich looking around. Over Culver. Bogdanovich, no luck.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Culver kicks to Beasley. Rebound, Utah. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ingles.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Culver passes to Johnson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Utah out in front, up by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes,
A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
This is what impressed scouts with Mitchell. 6'10" wingspan for a player who is 6'3". That's going to get you some rebounds.
Passes to Towns. Here's Russell. Gobert with the block. Johnson against Conley. To the inside. Ingles. And that one is hammered home.
You won't see his feet too high off the ground, but Ingles finishes at the rim.
Russell against Conley. Towns wide open. Offline with his 3. Jazz leading by 5. Mitchell passes to Conley, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got 10.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside, Russell. Back to Beasley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell inside, over by Conley, and it's Towns missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And at 6'3", Donovan Mitchell able to play shooting guard or point guard. And what do you think is his best position?
You know, Kevin, he will tell you he can do both. Versatile enough to play and defend multiple positions, but I like him at the 2-guard position.
Conley finds Mitchell. Here's Gobert, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Turner's checked in.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Towns.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Conley against Turner. A floater. Niang, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Beasley dishes to Russell. Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 8th assist in the game.
Nice presence inside. Johnson with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork makes him a difficult matchup.
Mitchell is doubled. Here's Niang. No points in the game yet for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Beasley against Mitchell. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Russell.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
At the top of the key, Gobert. He dishes it to Conley. They can't stop the run with that one. Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Turner. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Niang, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Russell kicks to Towns. Turner passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Gobert finds Conley. Mitchell outside. Fires from 14, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them, and Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Conley against Russell. Now the pass to Johnson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Conley against Russell. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Moutier. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
First free throw is good. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Russell kicks to Towns. And it's off the back rim, no good. Jazz leading by 7. Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him, outside Bradley. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Russell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Well, free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Both free throws good from Moutier.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Bradley. And it's Towns missing on offense. Here are the Jazz. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Niang passes to Davis. And here's Moutier. To the middle. Here's Niang.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Clarkson against Russell. To stop the run, buries the jump shot. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline, stays patient, and earns the shots he gets.
Clarkson dishes to Davis. Niang kicks to Clarkson. And the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Niang. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. Niang's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Towns. No good. Bradley with some nice D. The tray. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 5.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Turner. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Niang passes to Bradley. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. Here's Davis. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 4th rebound in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And they double up Russell. Here's Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 9th assist in the game now.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Moutier dishes to Bradley. Davis kicks to Niang. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot clock at 6. Moutier looking around. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Ed Davis. Timberwolves also changing it up. Okogie's checked in for D'Angelo Russell, and Culver's subbed in for Evan Turner. No good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 15. Layman pass to Culver. The dish to Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Left side, Bradley. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Culver. Rebound, Utah. At one point, they led by 16. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. That's now 8 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now, here's Culver, defended by Moutier. A nice shot by Culver.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Basket counts. Ingles has got 9 points.
Always in the right place at the right time. Ingles is a guy you trust to make these plays.
Okogie, the pass to Towns, shoots over Bradley. Towns, no luck.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Okogie. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 14-point game. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. They grab their own miss.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Culver out there with Beasley. Then it's James Johnson, and it's Spellman in at the 5. Here's Clarkson, and Culver pulls it down.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Beasley kicks to Culver. Pass to Johnson. To the paint. Here's... Oh, wow!
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Mitchell's got 27 points.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
Here's Spellman, guarded by Bradley. Johnson against Bradley. Beasley with a clean look. Misses the 3. Utah leading by 16. Shot on the wing, and he nails the jumper.
Making plays inside the arc. Joe Ingles' shot looks pure from any distance.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Okogie, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Bradley. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Connects from three-point range. And the Jazz lead by 20.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Culver passes to Johnson. Here's Okogie. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. And it's Conley penetrating. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Culver passes to Spellman. Over Gobert. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 9-1 run. Here's Conley, and it's sent back by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Beasley fires. Wide open shot is on the money.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Up top, Gobert. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Coming out of Louisville, Donovan Mitchell projected as a defender. He's a better ball handler and shot creator than people bargained for.
Inside, here's Okogie. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And you know, Smitty, he can play with the ball or off the ball. Utah's offense runs best with the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he draws so much defensive attention. Able to score what I love at all three levels. That creates open shots for his teammates.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And he makes the first. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. There's something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Russell against Conley. And Russell gets it to go.
And floating it in there, the smoothness, something you've got to love about Russell's game.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Dishes it to Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. One in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Johnson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot two.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
At the line for two.
First free throw is good. Smitty, the NBA now preventing teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Mitchell drops them both.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
The pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reed. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Reed's got his first 2 points. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Williams-Goss the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Pass to Williams-Goss. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Evans passes to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Turner. A rebound by the Jazz.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Williams-Goss the pass to Ingles. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. O'Neal with it. Pass to Williams-Goss. And the Jazz, another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Turner finds Evans. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting Minnesota. Jacob Evans. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Evans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
Tucker can't get it to go for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Turner off the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Niang. He kicks it to O'Neal. From downtown, and the three ball is good. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Turner. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
T-Wolves ball.
Here's Reed. Over Davis. Reed misses.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
O'Neal. Utah getting another chance here.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Passes it to Reed. Over Davis. Reed misses.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Kicks it to O'Neal. And there's the pass to Davis. Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive. They're doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Pass to Tucker. Here's Williams-Goss. Turner covering. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Williams-Goss has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No good that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams-Goss has got 10 points in just the second half.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Reed. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Offensive rebound. Here's Turner. Nails the baby hook.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. Here's Williams-Goss. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shared the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.